Hey, good afternoon from the Pinnacle Technology Partners Frisco, Texas office. Today we're going to talk about managed services and comparative data analytics. So what does that mean, comparative data analytics? Well, KPIs, or key performance indicators, are something, measurements of key statistics to identify quality in services, service operations, services delivery. So managed service providers like Pinnacle Technology Partners provide a number of KPIs or metrics back to our customers, both to show their environment as well as our performance, service level agreements around response times from their environment, being able to provide data such as incidents by device and overall capacity and overall availability for the environment. What we're seeing as value back to the business, and where we see most of managed service providers today really missing the point with their customers, is isolating data and only showing information as it relates to the single customer. So did a recent article on this the other day, posted on my LinkedIn page, and the analogy that I used was when my children were born. You go to the doctor on their 6-month checkup, their year checkup, etc., and then you would get their height, their weight, and then learn what percentile they were in. So if you just isolated it and the doctor only had told us that they're X inches tall and X pounds heavy, that would be data that was interesting. Oh, okay, well, I'll write that down in the baby book. And then maybe I can even do trending. I can say, here's where we were at 6 months, then 9 months, then 12 months, and see kind of how we're trending. So that data would be interesting. But what's really interesting is to be able to say, at a particular height and weight, where do they stack up against other children born in the United States, males or females, etc. That gives you a much better perspective for where you stand. So what we're trying to do from a metrics standpoint as a managed services provider is, because we have a platform of data, and we have not one customer, but dozens and dozens and dozens of customers who we are collecting data for, is be able to provide metrics back to our customers that say, hey, here's how you're performing in your environment. Here's what your incidents per device metric looks like. Is it 2.5 incidents per device per month, for example? And then how does that compare with the rest of our customer base? So when we take those numbers, and again, they could be performance numbers, availability numbers, capacity numbers, etc. We take those numbers and compare those against your peer group, other companies of like size that are both going through the same kind of situations from an operational perspective. You get a sense for, hey, we're doing certain things really well, or we're doing some things not so well. So that in and of itself is interesting, but then it's more about how we use that data to empower you and empower your organizations. So for example, let's say you're not doing well. You've got a high number of incidents per device. You have availability, aggregate availability in your environment that's lower than peer groups. You can take that data back to a CFO and not say, hey, we're having pain in our environment, but here's our numbers as they compare to the rest of our provider, who's Pinnacle Technology Partners. Here's how they compare to their overall numbers. An opportunity to have data that allows you to go fight for more dollars, either fight for people, fight for better process, fight for training, fight for new equipment, etc. Demonstrate not just that, hey, our numbers aren't good, but they're not good compared to other companies of like size. On the other side of that, if you're successful, then now you've got a real framework to be able to present success back to the business. And the success can either be, hey, pats on the back, attaboys. It could be bonus for certain individuals. It could be, just kudos or things of that nature, promotions, etc. It could also be the ability to take on different projects. So that's what we're trying to do is take the data. It's really the power in analyzing and power in comparing data of specific managed services metrics and providing our customers not just what your numbers are, but how you compare to the others, and then enabling you to really go drive that within the business and help improve your overall organization. So more to come on a number of different topics. Hope everyone enjoyed it and had a great day. Thank you.